All right, so today's lesson we're going to be looking at linear equations and word problems, but in a little different format because we've been used to seeing equations in y equals mx plus b form. But today we're going to take a look at equations that are what's called in standard form. So this is standard form right here, where a, b, and c usually are numbers instead of those letters there. So we're going to create equations in standard form and kind of solve for whatever word problem they give us or different scenario they give us. All right, and it's fairly simple just to set up an equation in standard form, but you have to be aware of correlating the right numbers with the right letters. So in the first problem, it says Justin went to the bagel store to order coffees and bagels for his staff at work. Each bagel cost $2.50, and each coffee costs $1.75. Justin has a total of $50 to spend. So we're going to write a function in part A that represents the number of coffees X and bagels Y that Justin can purchase. So I'm going to start off with the coffees. Since each bagel cost $2.50, that's going to be my rate. So I'm going to call that 250x. And the bagels, Y, oh, I'm sorry, I messed that up. Good thing I checked myself. Coffees are X. So each coffee costs $1.75, so it's $1.75x. And the bagels, the bagels cost $2.50. So $2.50, which is the rate for the bagels, Y, with a total of $50. So equals 50. So this equation is in standard form. In this case, my A is 175, my B is 250, my C is 50. So that's an equation in standard form. For part B, it says use the function created above to determine how many bagels Justin can get if he gets 10 coffees. So if he gets 10 coffees, remember coffee is $1.75. So 10 coffees, we're going to plug that in for Y into X into our equation. So we have $1.75 times 10 plus 250 equals 50. And now it becomes an equation we can solve. $1.75 times 10 is $17.50. Minus $17.50 from both sides. And you get 250y. I'm going to do this over here. Equals 50 minus 17.5 is 3250. 3250. Divide both sides by 2.5. And you get y is 13. So that means there are 13 bagels. Part C says use the same function rule to determine how many coffees Justin can get if he orders 6 bagels. So with this one, we're going to plug in 6 bagels in for y. So it's going to go into y of our equation. And we're going to still leave x. Okay, so we have $1.75 x. That's what we're trying to solve for. The number of coffees. plus 250, 2.5 times 6, which equals 50. I'm going to solve this. $1.75x plus 15 equals 50. Right, 2.5 times 6 is 15. Then I'm going to minus 15 from both sides. And I get 1.75x equals 35. Divide both sides by 1.75. And I get my x is not minus, divide 1.75. Nope, that's not it. Divide by 1.75 is 20. So that means I have 20 coffees. So 20 coffees when there's 6 bagels. Can Justin order exactly 12 coffees and 12 bagels? So that means I'm plugging in 12 into both. The coffees are X, right? So you're plugging into this one and you're plugging into that. So, and we're going to see if that equals $50. So we have $1.75 times 12 plus 2.5 times 12, and we're going to see if that equals 50. So $1.75 times 12 is 21. 250 times 12 is 30. And 20 plus 31 is 51, which doesn't equal 50. So he can't. No, he can't order that. He doesn't have enough money. He only has $50. Same thing with the coordinates on the bottom. We're just basically plugging in for the x and y in the equation. Remember, this is our x, this is our y. We're going to plug in 8. We're going to plug in 15. So we have $1.75 times 8 plus 2.5 times 15. And we're going to see if that equals 50. So 14, 250 times 15, 37.5. When I add those together, you get 51.5. So again, I can't afford that. So no. The next one. $1.75 times 10. And $2.50 times 13. I can do this in the top of my head. 17.5. 2.50 times 13 is 32.50. I add 17.50 is exactly $50. So yes, this would be a solution. Okay, so again, standard form is a little different way of writing a linear equation. You're still using x and y, but just rewriting it in a different way. Our next scenario gives us another problem in standard form. Just be careful that you're writing the correct numbers with the correct letters. Okay, if you switch them, it messes things up. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, let me know in class.